Summerhall. Founded in 188 AC by King Aegon II, and became a Targaryen summer castle that Aegon loved to go to in his younger days. Built in the Dornish marshes near the Red Mountains, it lies southeast of Bloodraven. After the first Blackfire Rebellion, with Aegon's heir, Baelor, living in Dragonstone, Prince Maekar, Aerys' youngest son, took over the castle, taking the title Prince of Summerhall. But all good things don't last, and a tragedy befell Summerhall. One so horrible, people don't speak of it. But I will. In fact, I'm going to tell you the truth behind Summerhall, why it happened, and who's responsible for the murders. That's right, I said murders that took place there. Let's do it.
Teflon TV. Teflon TV. What up, my people? You know who it is. It's the Don. Tony Teflon. House Teflon. We pull the string. It's the Don. Tony Teflon. House Teflon. We pull the string.
Now in 259 AC, a great fire broke out in the castle and almost destroyed House Targaryen. Now in this one fire, the Targaryen family lost King Aegon V, his eldest and heir, Prince Duncan the Small, plus the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, Sir Duncan the Tall. Now, how and why this fire happened is unknown, but it's looked on upon as an accident, as a tragedy. But I am here to tell you that it wasn't. This was a red wedding situation. It was fire like Cersei did to the Sept. In fact, we can call this the fire red wedding if we wanted to. It was purposely done, and done by one man who held the grudge. And that man is Bloodraven. First thing we have to do is look at the title when you get Summerhall. You get the title of the Prince of Summerhall. Now, Summerhall is located in Dorne, and in Dorne, Prince means something different than it does in the rest of Westeros. Prince is a defiant term that is used against the King of Westeros. So when you're saying that you are the Prince of Dorne, you're basically saying you're the King of Dorne without saying the word king. So by saying you're the Prince of Summerhall, it's kind of like saying that you are the true heir to the king, not his firstborn son who was given Dragonstone, but the son who was given the Summerhall Prince. That is the new king. Now this seems to come true when Maekar I becomes king, even though he was the fourth in line. He also has his own coat of arms, and we know that is a three-headed dragon quartered. And if we look at the crown that was specially made for him, this crown has black iron points and a band of red gold, which to me sounds like the Iron Throne sitting in the sand of Dorne. Now, Maekar earned his Anvil nickname, and he got that because the singers made a song about him calling the hammer and the anvil during the first Blackfire Rebellion, when he held off his uncle Bit of Steel in the Redgrass Field, allowing his brother, the hammer, to attack from the rear. Still, just like in any sport today, offense gets all the credit, the defense doesn't get any, and he didn't get any credit for this. In fact, the glory went to his brothers, and also it was blamed on poor tactics by his enemy that was cited for them to get this win. Now in 209 AC, the Great Spring Strictness strikes, and killing King Aegon and Baelor's son, allowing Aerys the first Targaryen to take the throne. And what is the first thing he does when he takes the throne? But he appoints Bloodraven as Hand of the King. Now, after this, crazy things just started to happen to his family. His brother and heir chokes on a piece of pie. And then the next in line heir, the Prince in Dragonstone, dies in what is known as a mishap by the hands of his own sister. And after this, his sister just happens to commit suicide, leaving Prince Maekar the final heir to Westeros. Now I know you may think this is just natural, but trust me, it is not. The Great Spring Sickness is nothing that just popped up. It was caused by Bloodraven. Now another coincidence, if you want to call it that, is that Sir Duncan the Tall, Maekar's son and heir Aegon, just happened to be in Dorne and unaffected when this sickness happens. You know, the king is killed. His hand is killed. 2 heirs are killed, plus the High Septon, a third of the most about, and almost every silent sister in King's Landing. And for some other reason, just like King's Landing, it really affected the people in Old's Town bad. So it just seems that the Illuminati people were taken out with this spring sickness. That's the way it seems to me. And what does Bloodraven do after this is done, when he is appointed hand of the king? But he has them burn all of these bodies by using wildfire. Burn the evidence. And this to me is nothing more than a great blood sacrifice. Now it was said that green pyres could be seen miles away burning all throughout the night when Bloodraven had this going on. And also remember that his chick, Sierra Seastar, is a chick who bathes in blood, and she was using him with secrets using blood magic. And also at this time we have the Danielle Lothing, the Lady of Harrenhal, using black arts, causing the downfall of the house that was controlling Harrenhal, only to be betrayed by the Wints, who became the eventual Lords of Harrenhal next. So then Maekar dies in the battlefield by a rock to the dome. And his son Aegon V, Aegon the Unlikely, the son he tried to give Summerhall to, but he couldn't give it to him at the time because he was off with Sir Duncan the Tall, is the one who takes over as king. And what is his first act as king? But to have Bloodraven arrested for murder. So Bloodraven, the man who put his father on the Iron Throne, the man who saved his life from the spring sickness and didn't allow him to be affected by it, the man who sacrificed most of his life fighting the Blackfire Rebellion, gets betrayed by Aegon and sent to the wall. And that's where he goes, and he takes the black and becomes the Lord Commander until he disappears and, as we know, becomes the Three-Eyed Raven. And at this time, bad things just start happening to Aegon's family. And Aegon starts to have dreams of dragons, and that only with dragons will he be free from all these wars that he had to endure. Now we know that dreams are whispers from the great other. In order to get into someone's dream, you must have a green seer ability or a glass candle. And since there are no dragons alive at this particular time, no glass candle could be burning. So it was Bloodraven putting these thoughts into his head, leading him to take wildfire and dragon eggs and trying to hatch a dragon at Summerhall. But what he didn't know, and what Bloodraven knew, is that dragon eggs and wildfire make a nuclear bomb. This is how the dragons were destroyed in the Doom. This is the formula that the Faceless Men are searching for, so that they can kill Dany's dragon, and it is what killed Aegon and his family. And it is said it is the valor of Sir Duncan the Tall who saved Rhaegar Targaryen. But could it have been Sir Duncan the Tall was warped by Bloodraven, and he's the one who saved Rhaegar Targaryen, because he knew that the long night was coming, and he knew that Rhaegar would give birth to the prince that was promised. That's why he manipulated Rhaegar into meeting Lyanna Stark, so that they could give birth to the prince that was promised. Because green seers can see the future, and Bloodraven seen the coming of the White Walkers and what was needed to defeat them. So, if you're looking for new videos from Teflon TV, please check in every Monday and Saturday. I upload new Game of Thrones video. Please, in the comment section, tell me what you think about this video. You think I'm bugging, or you think I'm got it right? If you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace! And stay sexy.